Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. It is VLOGMAS, and in today's VLOGMAS video, it's gonna be a sit-down video. We're gonna chit-chat. I'm going to put my makeup and have a luxe chit-chat with you, so it's really casual. Just did one similar, maybe about a couple of weeks ago. It's on my luxury roundup. If you haven't watched that, I will link it down below or up here. You can check it out. So yeah, grab a cup of coffee. I have my cup of coffee. Today's Luxe Chit Chat is really a chit chat because I am not educated in this topic, but I saw this term, joy of missing out, and I found it to be intriguing. I mean, we always hear FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. But then I came across this phrase on Instagram, or was it a YouTube? I think it was Instagram, and it really piqued my interest. So let's have a chat about it. Get your coffee. I'm going to put my makeup. I'm not going to tell you what makeup I'm putting. I'm just putting makeup to get ready for the Luxury Live show, which is happening in a couple of hours. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kat. I love to do luxury handbag reviews, but I also love skincare and makeup. So if you like that kind of video where I talk about all kinds of things, luxury, skincare, makeup, I hope you will subscribe. And for everyone else, thanks for coming back, and let's get started. So the joy of missing out, or JOMO, is the opposite of FOMO. It's very popular to say fear of missing out, you gotta get it now, otherwise it's gone, it's too late. But JOMO is the opposite. It's in fact missing out and getting joy from it. So before I did this video, I took a few minutes off and I went to watch some videos on YouTube. I kind of like Googled, YouTube the word joy of missing out. And this person, Tanya Delton, I think that's her name, she popped up as the first search. I'm not sure if she's the one that wrote the book about joy of missing out. I don't know. If any of you know, please let me know. Apparently, it's about rediscovering the joy of not having everything. And I think this issue with all of us right now with the FOMO is consumerism, right? We just cannot stop consuming up to a point where it becomes a bit robotic and you don't actually get that joy anymore from buying things. So I'm just gonna keep this whole chit chat luxe related because I think there are so many ways you can use the joy of missing out. It's the sort of same thing as the fear of missing out in terms of traveling, FOMO, right? Traveling for FOMO, food, and all kinds of even discounts you can get FOMO, right? But I think for me, today's topic, I'm just gonna stick with luxury because that's my main channel, like the fear of missing out from luxury things, limited edition things that come out from the new collection. So when I saw the phrase JOMO, I was really intrigued. I thought, wonder if I could practice JOMO. It's not that I want to practice JOMO, I'm just wondering if I could. I love shopping. I think that is something ingrained in me. I just love going to the shops and checking things out and window shopping, and if I can afford it, I'll buy it. Coming back to Tanya's video, so in her video, she recommended 5 things to do to get into the joy of missing out. I honestly cannot remember all 5. I did not write them down, but she sort of talked about designing an environment where you will miss out. She did say, and I absolutely agree, that the major culprit of all of us getting FOMO and not being able to get JOMO is social media. And I believe all of you can agree with me on this. When we are on social media, we are constantly being sold to. As you're watching me, you're probably being sold to, but I'm not directly selling to you. I'm just, maybe the things I'm wearing like this, which I actually like, but it's just that thing that you will get intrigued by something and you'll be like, oh, I would like that, So I totally agree that social media is a major culprit when it comes to creating FOMO and creating that consumerism. When I did my low buy a couple of years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, I had to consciously do things to create an environment where social media is being reduced and certain things that I subscribe to, I also create an environment where I don't get enticed. I could not go cold turkey with social media because I am on YouTube, I create content, but I also love to watch YouTube. So to say, totally ban yourself from social media, for me, I could not do it. But I took little steps to create that environment, to design a space where I don't get enticed so often. One of the things that I wanted to reduce from when I was doing the low buy is to remove all email subscriptions. So those that come in, like, I don't know, Watson's, Guardian, Lazada, Net-a-Porter. I removed so many and unsubscribed to so many, but I got so many emails at one point about 20% here, 10% there, take this, take that, and it's constantly reminding you to spend. So I did that, and I think that's actually really, really helpful because you're not constantly seeing this kind of promotions. So in a way, I was trying to practice Jomo then. And then let's not talk about 2021. Like in my luxury roundup video, 2021, like totally did not practice Jomo, totally practiced FOMO. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of you are practicing Jomo. I'm a joy of missing out. Any of you do it every time that you go out, or do you subconsciously practice it? I do subconsciously practice it where if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And I don't get joy from that, but I don't become sad. I'm kind of like neutral. So instead of saying, oh my gosh, I missed out, no problem, I'm not happy about it, but I'm just fine with it. So I feel like that's like a partial practice of Jomo. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section because I'm curious if any of you are Jomo fans. Give me some tips. Let's listen to your tips on what makes you be able to, practice Jomo on a regular basis. Exactly at this moment where I am, like right now, putting my makeup on, I actually don't feel the need to bring in more things in my life. I'm not chasing those limited edition items anymore. I'm not chasing. Let me give an example of a brand that I really no longer chase for their launches and limited edition items. Louis Vuitton. For years and years and years, I was constantly looking at every single release through Instagram, from my essay, and I think maybe just before the pandemic, I got a little overwhelmed by their launches and their giant LV monogram. Everything is just got so much, up to a point where I just didn't like it anymore. I just didn't feel like it was luxury. I just felt like they were churning out so much things that I couldn't even enjoy the things that I got recently. So honestly, I haven't really been going gaga crazy over any of their things. It's more like a fleeting moment. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, that's nice, and I'll look at it for a little bit, and then I sort of just, it's okay. But obviously the prices make a lot of difference, right? No, I can't. The most recent one that I was like, I kind of like it. I went a bit like, checking it out. But then I practiced my whole take a step back, just look at it for a bit. That was the Cuisine. And it's not and again, it's just sort of like gone. And I guess I get a feeling of the joy of missing out from that. LV has not been interesting for me. I don't get FOMO over LV. One of the bags that caught my eye recently was the Speedy 20. And it's one of those things that social media just constantly throws at you. Let me put some makeup as I'm talking. I'm supposed to put makeup, right? Because like social media throws at you. But it's one of those things that I'm like, if I see it in store, if my essay can share, show it to me, I don't mind checking it out, but I'm not going like, oh my god, FOMO with it. Yeah, LV is definitely one brand. Chanel is a brand that, oh man, they have mastered FOMO. They have mastered taking advantage of our, shopaholic nature and just making FOMO so strong. Their launches are great anyway. They do luxury releases really well. So, can't really blame them. So coming back to the Jomo topic, I just remember what Tanya said. She said 3 things. She said something about willpower is actually not enough when you're trying to overcome FOMO, because willpower requires a bit of like energy. You gotta like literally like force yourself, lock yourself down, and you will eventually give in to temptation. I think most of us will suddenly just break down and just like, I can't do this anymore, which I'm sure a lot of you have. I have multiple times. I just hang it, that's it, I'm done, I'm all out. But she gave a really good like example of trying to distract yourself from things. So willpower helps you distract yourself, but once you know what are the distractions that you need, you can actually proactively do those things. So it's interesting. I don't think I would do it. I'm not so organized, honestly, but let me just share. She said that to practice Jomo, one of the things that we should do is list all the activities that make us really happy. So for me, activities like the gym makes me happy, teaching class makes me happy, going out for a great meal makes me happy, reading a book, just watching a little bit of TV, sitting down having a drink, doing my videos make me happy. So when FOMO hits, maybe you're watching something on YouTube, somebody's selling you something, and you get really interested, you're like, oh no, I really want to get it. You need to stop. Like that's when you need willpower. Like you gotta stop and then open that list of things that make you happy, and then do those things instead. Or if you have an urge to go out for shopping, before you act on that urge, use that little bit of willpower and look at your list and say, let's go have a drink instead. Just do something else. Get that distraction, but always have this ready list of happy activities so that you don't have to think of things to do when you have nothing to do. I found it to be quite a good advice, because we always face that what to do today. Like this afternoon, I honestly gonna tell my husband what we're gonna do today, and honestly I'm gonna go shopping, but for Christmas presents, because I haven't bought anything. There are many other occasions where literally I have nothing else better to do, and instead of finding something that is proactive or creates purpose in life, things like that, I end up taking the easy way out and just go shopping, which creates, again, consumerism, shopping. It is a cycle that we put ourselves through, and then we come and say, oh my gosh, why did I do that? In any case, if you are wondering if next year is going to be Kat's gonna do a low buy, no buy, minimalism. It's not. I'm just having a chat about Jomo, which I found to be quite interesting, quite good for me if I'm trying to, peel myself out of buying too many things next year. I'm definitely not going to do a low buy next year. I just feel like it's too much of a commitment. I'm definitely not going to do a low buy next year. I don't feel like I am ready for it. I'm gonna let it naturally happen because, girl did a lot of shopping this year, and I seriously depleted my savings. We did some damage, okay? So on top of all the shopping that I did and I shared with you, I also took a big chunk out of my savings to pay off my mortgage, which is something that I told myself I wanted to do before I hit 40. So I just, with everything, I was actually thinking of not spending so much this year and just focus on paying off the house or the apartment. It's just an apartment. But then I did shopping. So something's got to give, right? So the savings got to give. But I feel good about it. I feel like it's something of my head. Like I don't have to think about it anymore, you know, whatever it is. Even if I have a lot of handbags, I've got no savings, I can still have a roof over my head. Anyway, it's something that I was planning to do, and it was that goal that I was trying to achieve. Could have done it earlier if I didn't buy so many things, but you know, whatever, we'll figure it out. I know this chit chat is all over the place, but it is really, really a chit chat. If you're having a coffee with me, we are just talking about Jomo and what it really means to me. It means, you know, trying to not rush for the next hot thing, or trying to, you know, stay away from all those temptations. That's how I feel Jomo works for me. Am I going to practice Jomo of like everything is just like, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. I think that's not gonna happen. Like I said, I love shopping. I love to buy things, but I like to have an idea that in the back of my head, I should try and miss out on it. You know what I mean? So let's maybe take an example of going into Uniqlo. So yesterday, I actually vlogged it, and I was trying on a couple of pants, like shorts. And honestly, I don't need any more shorts. I have so many pairs of jean shorts. But in that spur of the moment, I was with my husband and I was looking, oh my gosh, this is cute, this shorts is good, this shorts is nice. And I tried on some joggers, and I got into this headspace of let's buy it, you know, let's just get it, you know, whatever, just buy it. You could use it, you know, it's useful. But I actually walked into Uniqlo with my husband, telling him I need a couple of bras and I need a couple of panties. That's all. I don't need clothes. But when I stepped in, there was just so much clothes, and I got into the routine, you know, I got into the headspace of let's check the other things out. But as I was trying them, I could hear a voice, like a very soft voice in my head, like saying, girl, you don't really need a pair of shorts. If they look good, maybe, but think about it, okay? Think about it. Thank goodness they did not look good. Actually, one of them did look good. One of them, the beige pair, looked good. But that voice in my head was saying, yeah, it looks good, but do you really want it? Like, yeah, you know, it's kind of expensive. And I just felt like, you know, I was having a little like it's like a mini struggle. Like, what if I just buy one? Will one be okay? And then I just said, you know what? Nah, it's okay. Let's not. Just come in here and buy what I need. And I actually walked out with what I needed, which is bra and panties. Oh wait, no, I did. Oh, I bought a pair of socks. Okay, I bought a pair of socks because I didn't bring socks back. I'm kind of proud of myself because it wasn't a lot of money. It was expensive for something from Uniqlo, but I didn't need it. Like I just really, the word is itchy backside. You know, I just wanted to buy something for the sake of buying, but I really didn't need it, and I'm glad that I actually stepped out. Let me put it out there for everyone. Would you challenge yourself to practice Jomo next year? It is the end of the year, and we always make New Year resolutions for the end of the year. I want to save more, I want to do this, I want to learn this. It's always the beginning of the year, and then once we hit around the second quarter, we sort of like, no, not anymore. So it's the start of the year. It's fine, you know, you can sort of just put it into your diary or put it into your journal and say, okay, I'm going to practice Jomo. But would you? Would you actively say, I want to miss out on things? Did you do a really heavy shopping year like me this year and say, okay, we need to Jomo a little bit. We need to chill and do Jomo. As I'm talking about this and putting the question and the challenge to all of you, I feel like I want to challenge myself and try it out. I'm afraid of saying I can do it because it's, yeah, you know, when I'm down and I do a little bit of emotional shopping, I do need it. Like for me personally, sometimes I just need that very wasteful escape. And I know it. I am not like unaware. I'm very self-aware that it's wasteful, and I know that I'm doing it. Do I feel bad after it? Actually, I don't. I don't feel bad anymore. I don't have time to feel bad. If I want to buy it, I'll buy it, that kind of thing. So I feel like I want to challenge myself and try to do more Jomo. And I think what's going to make me successful in applying Jomo and getting that joy of missing out is to have a goal. Like, what do I want from missing out? So in the luxury sense, you know, every time I spend on random things, right? Random limited edition things, I'm bleeding money, right? Literally, I'm bleeding money because we're talking luxury here. It's not a Uniqlo pair of shorts. It's really, really expensive things. So if I can have more occasions where I miss out on things that spark my interest, I will have more money, right? I have more savings, and then I need to have a goal. I can't be one of those that just save for the sake of saving. Sorry. Why do I save? I save because I've got a house. I save because I want to buy more things. I save because I want to go traveling. I save because it's old age. Okay, that we know. Okay, but you know, I just feel like it's priority, but it's not top of mind. Top of mind is currently all the, you know, things that are shouting at me right now. If I can practice Jomo for 1 year, I need to have a goal. And what is my goal? Like, if I'm thinking about it, like just right now, just off the top of my head, just chatting, I haven't given it a lot of thought before I sat down here to do this video. I haven't. I'm just, as I'm talking, I'm saying it, that I feel like if I can practice Jomo, if I can resist, say, 9 luxury items out of 10 things that come jumping at me, I would have enough funds to buy a couple of Hermes bags next year. So I am missing out on everything else, but I'm refocusing my funds to something that I feel like I'll get a lot of joy out of. When I was watching that video by Tanya, her kind of Jomo is more of people using and wasting their time and feeling down after being on social media for too long. Not so much shopping related, but the fear of missing out. You know, you fear of watching something, you're constantly on and you're totally disengaged from life. So you find activities that really enrich your life. So whether you're going out and meet friends, having a call, and you get that joy from missing out on wasteful activities and getting joy from reconnecting with people, you know, having a drink, having time with yourself, just being, you know, being you, being alive. But as a luxury channel, let's not talk about that. That's just way too deep. It's all about self-awareness and, you know, being happy with yourself. You know, if you want me to talk about that, I can. We can do another sit-down video and can tell you about how I pull myself out of being a depressed person and to how I am today. So that's like way too deep for a luxury channel. So let's just talk about luxury. So my kind of Jomo, like fear of missing out, and I just like, oh my god, the next LV release, I need it. So like, come on, don't do it, Kat, because we need to Jomo on that so that you can buy your Kelly. It'll be a best looking Kelly ever. So maybe that's my kind of Jomo. That's my kind of refocusing and repurposing my intention. It's like a hybrid Jomo. Maybe it's a subset of a Jomo. It's a small Jomo. If I want to be successful in my Jomo, I think I need to clean up some of my emails again. Like, I feel like over the past year, it's got a little cluttered again because, well, 2021 was no Jomo year. It was totally a FOMO, go all the way out year. So I did accumulate a few additional subscriptions. I should go and get rid of them. So I'll do that after this. I think that's one immediate action that I'm going to do. And then the second thing that I'm going to do is remove some of those luxury resellers that are currently on my Instagram. So I'll probably just keep 2 because I do like to see their content. I don't buy often, but I do like to see it because it's interesting to see their pricings. But other than that, I just don't feel like I want to follow anymore. Do I have any more? I feel like I want to yeah, maybe I'll just remove a couple of them. As I'm talking about Jomo, I feel motivated. I feel kind of like refreshed and energized to try it out next year. We will see. I'm not gonna make any commitment. I'm just telling the people who are watching this video that we are gonna try. Kat's gonna try and do a little bit of Jomoing next year. Secretly, okay, a secret between you and me only. I'm not gonna like announce it because I just feel like if I announce it, I kind of jinx myself to failure. I don't know if you guys get that sometimes, you know, when you say you're gonna do something and somehow I set myself up for failure. So I'm gonna do a few immediate steps. So right after I finish this video, just tidy up, I'm gonna immediately, let me just write that down, all right? Let me just write it down so that we commit to it. I'm kind of like a pen and paper kind of person. So I'm gonna write it down. Let's say the first thing that I'm going to do right after this video, once I clean up everything, the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my IG and remove some luxury resellers. Coming back to my email subscription. So check my email subscriptions, and as I see them, because maybe when I open today, nobody has emailed me, right? No seller has emailed me, no shop has emailed me, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just cut them all out so that I have no temptation at all. So I'm gonna create that environment where I just don't know. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do those two things today. Right after this video, I am going to make that commitment. What are you gonna do? If you are gonna try a little bit of Jomo, not Jomo, minimalism, Jomo, just a little bit of like missing out, happiness, what can you do immediately to create that environment? This is where FOMO won. I mean, good FOMO, okay? Putting this video up at the start of a December month, I feel like it's a really good time to test your willpower, because this is the month where you get a lot of sales, you get a lot of discounts, you get a lot of promotions, and the whole feeling of festivities and gifting and shopping and Christmas and New Year and all that. It's just that extra sense of happiness, and when you're happy, you tend to maybe want to spend a little bit, you're a little bit more free with your money. So I feel like this is a good time to put this video out. And if any of you are gonna try Jomo, let me know in the comment section down below. Practice it this month, because your willpower during December month is going to be tested. It's going to be challenged, you know. You're gonna get so many videos on best of 2021, you know, best luxury buys for this year, best gifts under 50. There's so many, okay? Even I'm going to be creating some of that content, and you, okay, are going to have like maximum willpower to say, I don't want it. It's okay. I don't want it. So that was really chatty and all over the place. I don't know if you could follow my train of thought. There was no train of thought. It was just literally just talking about Jomo, if I was gonna do it, not gonna do it, and decided I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna try it out. You know, this is like a real chat, just having a chat, coffee, putting makeup on. I'm gonna read your comments. Let me know who is going to do Jomo next year, or who is going to do Jomo this year. Are you gonna just practice it for a little bit? Are you gonna just try it out and see if you can miss out on everything that is being thrown at you today? Like I said, I'm going to do two things immediately after this. I'm gonna open my phone. I'm going to see which luxury resellers are on my IG. I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna unfollow them. And then on my emails, I'm gonna just review all my subscriptions and be really, really ruthless about letting them go, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this chit chat video, this makeup, get ready chit chat. I don't know what it is. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell as well. And everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!